This is Jay with Sugar Hill Sway. Dig this riot-free intro, man. That's right, this is a riot-free video vlog. There's no rioting going on in this video. If there is, I'll warn you ahead of time. We got enough rioting going on right now. It's a mess. Alright, y'all, we are in Georgia. We done crossed the line. The time has already changed on my clock. We got a little gin over here, and that's not a little gin, that's a big old sucker. Over here in South Georgia. But I gotta go do some preventive maintenance work on. They kind of limped through the rest of the season, so we get to head over here and do some work over here. I was gonna turn it on and let y'all see the sign, "Welcome to Georgia," but I forgot about it when I have to cross the state line, and I ain't gonna turn around just so y'all can see the sign. I don't think it's that important. Yo, on my way over here, I just passed a little old golf course that we used to come and play golf at all the time. The golf course wasn't the best golf course in the world. I mean, it's just a little 9-hole golf course. And it was pasture golf. Well, one time, it reminded me of a story. It reminded me of something that happened one time when we was out there playing golf. Me and my brother and a friend of my brother's and this friend's girlfriend went out there to play golf one time. And I don't think the girlfriend played. I can't remember if she did. I can't remember. But it was me and my brother and my brother's friend. And we had 2 golf carts. Me and my brother rode in one, and my brother's friend and his girlfriend rode in another one. Well, we was at the tee box, and it was probably, let's see, it had to be like the second tee box, if I'm not mistaken, the second hole. And I had driven, my brother's friend had driven, and now it was my brother's turn. And the friend and his girlfriend kind of pulled up at about a 45 degree angle, up from where my brother was fixing to tee off. And they was probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 yards away. And like I said, about a 45 degree angle of where my brother was at from the tee box. And I saw that, and I told him, I said, man, y'all might want to back up a little bit. Y'all might want to get out of the way. He said, no, he ain't that bad. Ain't no way he can be that bad to hit us where we're at right here. I said, man, I don't know if I do. He said, nah, we're all right. And they were in there smooching and kissing and all that funny stuff. My brother hit that ball, and y'all, it went inside that golf cart, and it hit everything inside that golf cart except for them. It bounced off. They peeled out of there like a couple of banana peels. They both quit kissing and just peeled out like that. Every time I pass that golf course, it makes me think of that. Hit that ball. It was like that scene in Men in Black, the first Men in Black, where Will Smith touches that little ball and it goes bouncing all over the the headquarters there. That's exactly what it was like. It hit everything. It hit the steering wheel. It hit the gas pedal. It hit the top, the bottom. It hit everything. And he didn't mean to do it. I know he didn't mean to do it. But he hit that thing. And oh my gosh. I like to die. I was dying. Alright, y'all, I apologize for it being kind of loud in here. I got all the darn air conditioning blowing because it's hot. I just saw a video on Twitter where it showed these protesters. And I guess they just decided to start dancing in the middle of the protest. Somebody went to playing some song. I don't even know the song. And they just decided to get out there and start dancing right there. And you got people out there that ain't got no business dancing. They ain't got no business dancing at a club or anywhere else. Because they've got about as much rhythm as I got. Yeah, it's hard to watch somebody try to dance when they can't dance. That's why you'll never see me dancing. My dancing days are long gone. But you got people out there trying to dance because everybody else is dancing, and they try to jump in, they ain't got no rhythm, they ain't got no dance, you know, nothing. They ain't got no hope. And it's hard to watch, man. It's like watching an American League pitcher trying to hit a baseball in the National League. It's just painful. Painful. And that's what these people were now. They were painful. Some of them can throw down now, but some of them are just kind of, we can protest. Y'all want us to dance too? All right, here you go. All right, y'all, we had some action happen here. Somebody figured out they could get in the into the jug. I'm glad I didn't take this one out. I'm kind of interested to see what's on that camera. Huh. This is location B. The one that we just came from is location A. This is B. And there was some action. I mean, I had a bunch of corn on the ground. That's probably why they didn't mess with the bottle jug that much. And got those two hanging up right there. That's probably why they didn't mess with them that much. Because I had a bunch of it on the ground. So I'll leave this here, just kind of leave it here for another week. Let me turn this over on the side so they can kind of get to it a little bit better. All right, let's change the card. As usual, I've lost the dog. I'm hoping she's up here waiting for me. That's what I'm hoping for. Who knows where she's gone? Chris, let me see you, girl. Who knows? Oh, I'll track her down in a minute. All right, at least I'm saving money on corn. There's hadn't been much action here. I mean, there's been some action, even though they hadn't eaten the corn. It's still a fairly busy little place. So we'll see. I've already changed the card out in that camera there. I think I've cocked it to the right a little bit there. Sitting there flashing on me. Let me move it over just a tickle butt there. All right. So I still got these two bottles hanging up right there. And whatever corn's on the ground is what I just kicked out. Same thing with here. They've been eating on it some because I poured some of it out last week. But they haven't been working on the bottle, the jug very much, so. Yeah, that ought to do good. All right, let's go to the other one. All right. This obviously ain't how I left it. They're still hanging up though. This one right here doesn't look like eating a whole lot of it out there. They sure have beat the life out of it. I give them that. All right. I'm probably not gonna put anything in that one. I want to see them try to do that. I'm gonna position it back where I can see it in front of that camera over there. Still good. I mean, I don't think they've messed it up or anything. It just looked like somebody stepped on it. Shoot, it could have been somebody for all I know. They got these two hanging up still. They got holes in the bottom of them, of course. So I just got to work at it a little bit. All right, we'll do this one. All right, y'all, I think I found me another spot. I was looking for a place to put, I got another little 10 megapixel Tasco camera. And I was gonna put it over on some other land that we had that's on the other side of the creek. Or it's kind of off by itself. It's like 40 acres stuck off by itself. Anyway, I was gonna put one over there, but I don't want to go back there today. And if I put one back there, I don't know. I've been looking at this place for a while, and it's kind of in the woods, but it's not in the woods. And there's this little trail coming right back through there, coming out here into this little clear spot out here where the got some pines and stuff growing out here, some wild pines. These ain't planted pines. But I think I can cut some limbs off of that pine stick, put my camera right there, and see how it does. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put a camera here for a week and see what we got. All right. Okay, we'll call this location Location E. I'll skin up the tree a little bit so I can get the cord wrapped around it there, and so it also wouldn't set off the darn motion sensor on the camera. So here's one. I sprayed some cat food right there, and sprayed a little bit of strawberry sauce because I had just a little bit left in the bottle, so I just went ahead and sprayed it too. I put the cat food there, corn there, camera there, shining down. So we'll see how this one is, how productive this is. Like I said, I'll probably call this one site, let's see, A, B, C, D, E. Why is the alphabet in that order, huh? Is it because of that song? I don't know. All right, see what we got. We've got some trail cam videos to look at. Okay, this is from camera A, or this is position A. You see that one little raccoon? That's about all there was at that one. This is camera B, or site B. On this side of the creek, we had on this side of the creek, there's the dogs again. The other will be along here in just a minute, I think. On this side of the creek, we had plenty of, yeah, there he is. Had plenty of coons. On the other side of the creek, we had rabbits. I think the rabbits are dressing up like coons. I think is what's happening. They dress up like coons on the other side of the creek, and then, or on this side of the creek, and on the other side of the creek, they take the suit off. That's a pretty coon right there. It's a big old healthy sucker. Of course, they've been eating corn. He ought to be in good shape. There's a little cardinal. I got several little videos of cardinals jumping down eating that corn. I know they ain't eating the whole pieces, but they eating the cracked kernels, I'm sure. Look at that coon. He'd get him a handful of corn and sit there and waller it around in his hands to get the dirt out of it, and then he'll eat it. At first, I had to see whether on this one right here, I didn't know if my camera got stuck or what, because he was so still there for a long time. And then he moved, but that is a big old sucker. Of course, here comes a deer coming up here, and a little buck. And then there's two of them. Looks like a buck and a doe. The buck being in the background and the doe being in the foreground. This is just a pretty picture of a pretty video of them up close. Because usually the only time you get this up close to them is if they've been hunted and hit. Now on this one you see it's got the coon and the deer in the same frame. Look at that coon just stand straight up. That freaks me out when a coon does that. Coon stands up on his back feet. We got some cats that'll do that. They'll just be there, and all of a sudden they just stand up on the back feet, and they're like, freaks me out. I know a coon does it all the time, but a cat ain't supposed to do it. Yeah, see, the buck got out of the way. And he said, all right, y'all can go in and eat now. So there goes the coons. Old ringtail. Now he done come back and they all eating, they all singing Kumbaya and having them a good old time. Now I didn't pour any corn out this go around. That's mainly what they're eating. They're just eating what I poured out. I want them to start eating out of the bottles is what I want them to start eating. I want to see them start working for it. That deer spooked him, didn't he? So I didn't pour any out. So they about eat up all that I got poured out on the ground. So if they want any next time, they're going to have to move that jug around. I don't know what he's looking for. Looks like he sees or hears something in the background. There's some more. Alright, this is Site C. And of course, there's no coons over here. It's all rabbits on this side. It's like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago there was all coons. Last week it was all, no. 2 weeks ago it was all rabbits. Last week it was all coons. And now they got them split half and half. Two of them at two sites are all coons. And at this side and the next side will be all rabbits. See, I have forgotten how much that I had poured out right there. So whenever I got over there and I saw that the jug wasn't hardly touched, see, there goes the rabbit right there. There's another little rabbit. I saw the jug wasn't touched. I have forgotten that there was a ton of corn that was poured out there because it had kind of gotten soggy a little bit. So I went ahead and poured it all out right there. And of course, this is our bobtail deer again. She's the only one I've ever seen that's got a tail like that. I don't know if it got tore off by a predator or something, or if it's just a deformity there. She was born with, maybe, I don't know. But all that corn that I had poured out on the ground was gone. I mean, it was. If I didn't know any better, I'd thought that I never poured any out there. But I didn't pour any more out. I just left in the jug what was in the jug. So now if they want any corn, they're going to have to work for it out of that bottle a little bit. Of course, look at them rabbits playing. They'll come back through here in a minute. Look at them. There's some more. This is a pretty sight to me. They got the cardinal and the other little bird and two rabbits all over there eating out of the same little pile of corn. Of course, the rabbit chases that little bird off, but they don't chase him off too far. Look at the rabbits playing. I've never seen rabbits play like that. More of them playing, running around. Ain't nothing chasing or anything. They just chasing each other, playing around. Got a couple more deer wandering around here. Alright. If you hadn't guessed, the dogs are back. He just peed on the tree. Just for good measure. Maybe I didn't pee on it enough. Let's hit it again. There we go. Yeah, now you got it, buddy. Let's make sure nothing comes back to this site now. Them dogs. See, there's the other dog. These dogs, whenever they come around, they leave a scent, and especially when they start eating the corn. You'll see them in the next video too. The same too. They really screw up a good site there. This is site D. This is the one. What was that? What the crap was that, man? He's happy. See, there's a couple more rabbits. I don't know if they're the same rabbits or if they're different rabbits. I don't know. They all playing. They all happy. Of course, I think it was a full moon one night last week. I'm not exactly sure. See the dogs. I was wondering why the darn jug was moved and stepped on and squished. Now I know why. I see that dog right there, that female right there, she loves some corn. I mean, she loves the corn. The old male that runs around with her, the old black dog that was just peeing on the tree, he don't mess with it that much, but she loves that corn. Ain't that a nice sight? She got spooked off by something back there and behind her there. Alright. Now he knows or she knows there's some corn in them jugs, but there's some corn right here that she can get to. Now, like I said, that old black dog right here, he don't mess with it much, but she does. She loves that corn. You see her working on that corn. That's really what I want the deer and the coons and anything else that wants to eat there. That's really kind of what I got it out there for, is to make it so they can work on that jug to get the corn out of it. Well, these dogs, they're pretty dogs. They're somebody's dogs, but these are the same two I've had to run out of my yard several times. And sound like, oh, I got to stretch. Done ate a half a gallon of corn there. I got to stretch. Here's a deer back again. Now these deer, they're coming up here, and since the dogs have worked on that little old jug of corn, they've left their slobber and their scent and everything all over it and all. They've left their slobber and everything. The deer don't want to mess with it now because they smell the dog. Now they can't really see. I mean, they can see better in this dark than I can, obviously, but they rely a lot on scent, and I know they smell that dog. The dog's laying all over the ground. Of course, there's a little rabbit there, but dog's laying all over the ground and slobbering all over the thing, all over the darn jug and all. So they can smell it, and they don't want to have nothing to do with it because they don't really know what it is. Now this is just a daytime shot. I don't think there's any wildlife in there. Something triggered the camera, but I don't know what. This is just another daylight shot, so you can see exactly kind of the way I got it set up during the day. That's a pretty little buck. I don't think he's that old. If he's 2 years old, I don't know. Now this doe right here, this deer right here, this doe, she is pregnant. And when I say she is pregnant, she is really pregnant. she's got, you know, she ain't very far from giving birth. I mean, looks like she's already dropped. I mean, there's nothing up high. Her sides aren't swelled out. It's just in her belly. So I tell you what I'm kind of anxious to look for is to see her come back with a baby. Now, they'll usually hide the baby for, I think, like a month, 3 or 4 weeks after they give birth to it. They'll hide it, and then they'll come back and nurse it. See, she smells them dogs. She don't want to get close to that thing, them dogs there. She knows there's some corn there, but she can smell them dogs, that scent. She don't want to mess with it. She's stretching out just to, because there's the dogs, they're back. But I'm waiting for that doe to come back and with a little fawn. That ought to be cool. That ought to make my day. But you got these two yahoos going around spreading the scent all over the place. It's gonna make a mess, and that's gonna be the last one. We'll end with that one. All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for another week. Y'all know what episode this is? This is episode 26. Been doing this for 6 whole months. Exactly 6 months. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, it really has. It's been a lot of fun. I think that I've gotten a little bit better with it. It's such a wide variety of stuff that I like to show on here. And like I said, right in this little stretch I'm in right now, I got a lot of trail cam videos and stuff because that's what I kind of do on my spare time. That and you know, doing some of the stuff in the shop with the shop time videos. I wanted to kind of keep that separate. But I'm gonna keep on doing it as long as I have much, you know, enjoy doing it as much as I enjoy doing it, because it is a lot of fun. I'll say that. And sometimes I'll just sit down and start rewatching some of them again just to see, because there's been plenty of stuff that I've forgotten that I've shown and everything. So like I said, once, you know, cotton gin season comes up, then the shop time videos will start. I mean, the trail cam videos will start to taper off some, because for one thing, it's right around hunting season, and I don't like to be walking around messing up anybody's hunting on, you know, on the land that we lease out. So I don't do as much in the winter time or in the fall or winter time trail cam as what are cats staring at? What are y'all staring at? Meatheads. I don't do as much trail cam stuff in the fall. Plus, I'm on the road a lot, so it's not gonna be, you know, feasible to do it like that. But this time of year, I love doing it. I enjoy doing it, and I tell you why. For a weird reason, it makes me get out and hike. It makes me get out and walk. I put that big old heavy backpack on, and I'll walk over there where those trail cameras are. It's just, it makes me get out and get exercise and stuff like that. So that's another reason I do it. But like I said, it's a lot of fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope y'all enjoyed this week's video. Got another shop time video tomorrow night, like I said. And that's all I got. Thanks for watching.